There was a lot of contingencies on opening a record bar and also a restaurant. In some way, we want to feel a little bit more like dinner theater than we want to feel like a tasting menu. We've had a lot of psychological conversations about what songs should go with what food.
No discrimination here.
No discrimination,
None whatsoever.
Except for me, though. There was a tiny little champagne bar here, and on Thursday nights we would do an event called Tokyo Record Bar. And I would have friends come in and they would DJ and we would do some snacks, and it was like a total party in here. The music element of Tokyo Record Bar was always kind of first and foremost. I am so lucky that he said yes when I said, maybe we should do a 7-course prefix menu for $50 that you will have to do 3 times a night.
And we started writing down stuff immediately.
Yeah. When we created that framework for ourselves, we started discussing is this our take on Japanese food? Are we just going traditional and we're just making really tasty stuff? And that kind of evolved into a hybrid of the two.
Definitely taking influence from both, yeah. There's actually 10 preparations served over 7 courses. The first 3 preparations will be placed in front of you when you arrive. Some snacks, there's some togarashi spiced popcorn, some sesame roasted pepitas, and some spicy fermented cucumbers. Then you'll roll into a piece of caviar sushi with a little bit of puffed rice and an agadashi. Roughly a 1/4 ounce of Kalugo sacha caviar. It's a very healthy portion, which isn't very traditional, but nonetheless delicious. It's just a really nice, kind of extravagant way to start. You're like, wow, what's next?
Yeah.
I think it's just a great opener. Then you will get an oyster, which changes daily depending on what we can get. It's served with a dashi gelée and pickled ginger right now. These preps change
nightly.
Yeah, whimsically, all the time. Fun. And then the next course would be a sashimi, which also changes quite often. Today it's an aurora salmon. It's super fatty, very beautiful fish. It's served with spicy aioli, a nori wonton, and salmon roe. Then we'll go into a mushroom gyoza, which is steamed. And we serve this simply with a little bit of scallion and a teriyaki sauce. So then we serve a New York strip tonkatsu. We cut nice pieces of New York strip and we bread that, and it's cooked in the fryer for 60 seconds. It's served over miso rice with what I'm calling a cabbage bomb. So it's super flavorful cabbage sauce, and that gets mixed into the rice, and then the tonkatsu goes over that with a little bit of a soy glaze. So right now we're doing a whiskey-infused chocolate cake with the soy caramel, fried shiso, and a matcha cream.
That's really good.
It's really nice, yeah.
It's really good.
And we give you a nice portion of that.
At the end of a very lovely Japanese meal, you're always like, that was really great, but I can still eat a slice of pizza. So we decided that we were going to serve our guests a slice of pizza to save them a trip at the end of the meal. It's a surprise,
It is a surprise.
Zach makes homemade pizza
we make
dough.
Them 3 every day.
Yeah.
It's not pizza in the round shape. It's pizza in the pan. We put what we call a cheese blanket over top. Cheese strands going everywhere. It's kind of messy and sexy, and it's such a great way to end your meal.
There are these beautiful little record bars in Japan that we kind of pay homage to, where there's a person playing music every night of the week, from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m., just rolling tunes. This is what we call a collective music experience. Everybody in the room gets to select songs and send them in, and the first part of the experience here is a DJ taking all those song requests and compiling, a cohesive playlist that should impact the experience. When you're eating like your beef tonkatsu, I'm probably doing something that's pretty chill. So we want people to feel like their song choice is the most important song choice that they have ever made and that we have ever received. I kind of wish I could relive that moment the first time we put on Curtis Mayfield and we heard Push Your Man. It was the first song we played. And I was just like, oh, this is gonna work.
Everything else could suck and we still have beautiful music.
I would pay $50 to listen to that music any day.